Any goose. So racist YouTube. Here's one for you.
So
Jump right in, shall we? So I get this across my desk as I'm working so diligently. This story of a racist YouTube, and I was like, well, what else is new? What? Just add something else to YouTube's list, you know? I was like, what could it be?
Weapons of mass destruction. YouTube.
Weapons of mass destruction. YouTube. That's right.
Child labor. YouTube. Allegedly.
I was going through the news, and I come across this story of a creator that has 14.4 million subscribers, and he goes by the name of Corey Kenshin, and essentially he puts out this story, or he puts out a video where it's him playing a game. It's going through gameplay, uploads it, gets age restricted, and he's always thought like, what the hell? Why is, yeah, boo-hoo, welcome to the club, eh? He's like, what the hell? Why is my stuff being age restricted? So he reaches out, he starts looking on YouTube, and he sees like Markiplier, one of the largest creators on the platform. He's got a similar video out going over the same game. It's not age restricted. You white guy, not age restricted. So he's like, okay. So he reaches out to his contact at YouTube and goes, hey man, I've got this video, and it's age restricted, but I look at Markiplier or other related creators, and they're not age restricted, being censored. And in his contact, YouTube says, okay, let me check. So he comes back. He's like, well, at the end of the video, there's this part where it's like it shows,
the face of some kind,
something dangerous, of course, right? Dangerous, dangerous. And so YouTube, he's like, well, maybe that's why. So and Corey Kenshin's like, well, at the end of Markiplier's video, he also has this same thing. So then his video gets unage restricted, and
so he had to reach out to let them know.
Wait. So he said, no, I got that wrong. So he reaches out, it gets age restricted, he gets it appealed, nothing. So then he brings up the point about Markiplier. Well, then YouTube age restricts Multiplier's video, and it's kind of like, oh shit, we fucked up. Let's just age restrict both of them. And so this guy's like, what the fuck? Like why? So essentially he comes out and just says it. Like, I think that YouTube's algorithm is racist, and it promotes white creators over black creators. And he argues that even though YouTube does a black creators month or whatever, or day, it's not enough. You know, they're just essentially it's a token day where they're just not taking a nod to black people, but not really paying homage or doing anything to recognize their struggle. And so
seems he's like a bit of a reach, but
it's not enough. Well, if we read this article, it kind of, but when you look at it, it's like, well, there might be some legitimacy to this. Only the algorithm. It's the algorithm. I wouldn't say YouTube's racist.
Well, I know, but then it's like the algorithm. Trey's not in every video, and I get age restricted even when I don't show a fucking plant. And then somebody else in our space does a video and shows plants the entire time.
Yeah, but we're
but it's one of those like rhymes or reasons. Like you can sit there and assume it's this. We could be like, oh, well, there's a reason that, you know, fucking they just hit Build the Soil with fucking strikes, and it's like, well, it's just because YouTube sucks dick, and they want you to get real happy and feel good, and then like
nothing you do is applied evenly. Like nothing that you do like is applied evenly. They can't even enforce their rules amongst our own community evenly. You know what I mean? Like that's it. Build a Soil just gets hit at 103,000 subscribers. They were able to have a membership program. They had ads running on their stuff. They showed plants in like every video. And hey, shout out to Build a Soil. Shout out to Jeremy. Love their stuff. Love their content. This isn't a throw under the bus here. This is I'm glad you made it away this long kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's like, how the hell do they get away with it for so long, but others don't? You know
because he's white.
Maybe, you know. So, needless to say, there's this story that is going around, and it says, I'll just read the article. YouTuber Corey Kenshin posted a video on Wednesday accusing the video's platform automated system and policy teams of racism and favoritism for sure. As of Thursday afternoon, the video had nearly 3.8 million views and was at the top of YouTube's trending page. Kenshin said he has long felt YouTube has a bias against black creators, but did not feel comfortable calling it out. Kenshin said a video he uploaded last week featuring the game The Mortuary Assistant was age restricted, even though videos from creators playing the same game were not. He opted to appeal YouTube's decision, but his request was rejected. He then reached out to his contact at YouTube, who allegedly suggested
his contact at YouTube. Fuck up.
Well, he's got 14 million subs. Of course, he's
Still.
got one. Everyone's got one if you're over 3 million,
Yeah,
or over a million, really. Yeah. Who allegedly suggested that his video was taken down because it included a character in the game who was battling depression. Very dangerous. Curious to see if he was the only YouTuber who featured this part, Kenshin continued to look at other people's videos and found one by Markiplier that also included the same content. While he was not trying to bring Multiplier into the situation, he said the YouTuber's channel served as a great reference point in this situation. And I quote, A, you're a really big YouTuber, and B, you're not black, Kenshin said while addressing Multiplier in his video. So I can look at your channel and look at my channel, or anyone else's channel, and make sure the things in the games that you play, that they're enforcing the rules equally to everybody. Kenshin said the Multiplier's video was not age restricted, so he again reached out to his YouTube contact to ask why his own video was targeted. Not long after this, the YouTuber said the age restriction on his video was lifted. So yeah, I was right the original time. They looked at Mark's video and used it to verify my innocence. Shocked at the platform's reversed its course even after denying his appeal. So it just goes to show that even though someone looks at it, doesn't mean shit. Kenshin claimed he sent his YouTube representative an email saying he wanted to sit down with YouTube's policy team because he felt racism and favoritism motivated their enforcement decisions. Kenshin claimed can you scroll down just a little bit? Claims this was followed up with another reversal in his video. He said that just a few days after his contact said he would bring it to his YouTube team, the YouTube restricted his video that they had age restricted Multiplier's video as well. So they're all over the fucking place, man.
Yeah, I think this guy, it's funny how like the dudes who are like big at this shit, who've never had to go through the trenches or really get fucked with by YouTube, but the algorithms just push them to the top. Something happens, they're like,
yeah.
Try
like, battling
no, dude, it's the fucking algorithm.
Yeah.
Random shit happens. There's bots that do this, whether the algorithm's racist or not. That's such a lazy thing to be like, here's my two things I see. He's big and he's white.
He's not black.
It's like, I don't give a fuck. You got 14 million fucking followers, bro. The algorithm's the algorithm. Joe Rogan
algorithm
has 1 million
done
views out of 10 million followers. Like,
yeah. The algorithm hasn't done you dirty at all.
No, not at all, motherfucker. You got 14 million.
I've never starting heard of this story. Me neither. 14.4 million subscribers. The only reason his shit even made it to the top is because he has 14.4 million.
And then he's the kind of dry snitch bitch ass motherfucker who's like, what about him?
Yeah.
But what about his video?
Well,
like you know how many times I could have done that with the videos that have been approved for cannabis and mine don't?
Totally.
Now we're putting age restricted because I said that word.
I literally just did a video on Friday about the negative effects of cannabis. Like age restricted, boom, right out the gate, not a chance. Nobody
should I go and throw a colleague's? Should I toss fucking Matt's videos in the fucking
let's not even
flames?
News company. The first article or the first fucking video that comes up recommended under mine is a CBC, which is a Canadian state-funded media company that in their video says the negative side effects of marijuana. And the first thing is a fucking like 16-year-old blazing a fucking huge joint. And I'm like, I didn't show anyone smoking anything. I edited out all the words. I didn't, you know what I mean? Age restricted. But because I'm not a state
shit.
That's right. I'm not a state-funded media company. I can't have the same opinions. I can't put forward the same information because it's dangerous.
Honestly, I would
say
it's probably because you're white. The race baiting shit just seems stupid to me, man. It just seems stupid.
I'm on the same page, man. I hate the argument.
I don't understand that. That's his first thing to lean on instead of like, hey, the algorithm's fucked up. These bots are fucked up. They're hitting the wrong thing. It's like
my first thing that I would have done is I would have went to another black creator, and looked at their video.
What about what's the dude? The tech
age restricted? Linus.
No, he's a black dude. He started as a real little kid.
Yeah. Marcus Brownlee.
Marcus Brownlee. All right. So then let's look at, I guess, the algorithms of all of the, you know what I'm saying? Like, why bring race into it? That muddies up this whole thing of the fact that YouTube is fucking not very good, that their bot system is not good and their algorithm needs work. So instead, we're going to call it racist.
Yeah, it takes a lot of
their algorithm's fucked up.
Yeah, it is fucked up. But why don't we take a look at other black creators and white creators and see, did all of the white creators have their videos non-restricted and every black creator
or was this
had
just an
their video,
anomaly of Corey
or was
Kenshin
it
has
just
this?
one?
Yeah,
That would be my bet. But YouTube right now is going to be in a huge, like they're going to be backpedaling. They're going to be backpedaling.
Oh yeah,
because
absolutely.
You're gonna watch. This won't be the last time we hear of this Corey Kenshin. 14.4 million subscribers. Never heard of him before. Now that he calls out
saying
YouTube,
the racist thing, yeah,
we're gonna see him on the trending page. He's gonna be the most celebrated creator. Wait for it. Wait for it. Because it's all about notoriety. It sucks, man. It sucks. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be. It sucks that that's going to be their way to try to fix the situation.
Well, like in this case, like Urban Farms over here on Twitch is saying, just a human bias problem. It would be awesome if that was the case, because then we have a real thing that, not awesome, but then we can at least point fingers. But in this case, they ended up reversing it.
Yeah, yeah.
So obviously,
that's it. That's it.
Yeah,
the
algorithm's fucked up.
Irving's right, because it's not only did the algorithm restrict it at first, you know what I mean? Like the algorithm did its thing. Then he appealed for manual review. So then they manually reviewed it and said, nope, it's bad. But then overturned that and then overturned, because he reviewed it, and that's when it says that it reversed, manually it reversed, but then they did it again. So it's like they don't even fucking know. They don't even know. They manually reviewed it, said it was okay, manually reviewed it again, manually reviewed it, and then it was bad. So that's human bias, of course. If it goes across Susan's desk and Susan just got through an argument with her husband or whatever, and she's upset or pissed, and she's like, fuck this, restrict it. You know what I mean?
I think
and
that
then
YouTube,
it goes across Rick's desk, and Rick's like,
well, I think it's more like they're looking at it and they're being like, fuck, we need to back up our algorithm.
Sometimes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the algorithm's always right.
YouTube would look bad if every time it went past the bots, it was reversed. So I think it's almost a conscious, it's probably like on their desk, like a closing thing to be like,
if in doubt, age restricted out. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it either, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's so hard to guess what it is, because their guidelines are all done behind closed doors. You know what I mean? Like everything's open. Like that, you think that they've got the information listed there in the open for you, but then there's always a clause that says, but guidelines are open to interpretation or change at any time, or you know what I mean? So it's like,
well, like, and there's real racism out there, and instead shit like this is being fucking pushed.
Agree.
And
it takes
away from the real, exactly, because then you have people who are just desensitized from anyone claiming somebody's racist, because it's like, psh, everybody says that, and it's like, well, this motherfucker is a Klan member, so he's a little fucking, you know. That's where there's a fine line between throwing accusations out that are literally, it's like saying someone is sexually assaulted and they're not, to try to get some money from a celebrity. You're ruining it for the women or the men who have been assaulted. Yeah.
Yep.
Same thing here. People who are victims of real racism now are being pushed away because this fucking little privileged motherfucker with 14 million followers wanted to cry to YouTube because one of his videos gets age restricted. Bitch, make a new one. Bitch. Shut up.
Yeah. You and I agree on this one. You and I agree. There we go. Let's put it on the thing. Agree.
Yep, this is one of them. We get a plaque for this.
We're gonna get a plaque.
These open spots back here. Those are actually going to be plaques and like UFC posters of me and P against each other, but some will be us shaking hands.
Oh, bro, we would have some awesome fucking.
Wouldn't that be pretty dope though? Have us
like right behind us, some fucking.
Yeah.
Bionic. We need in the Bionic Studios. We got this. We got this. But of course, with all stories, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're watching this on YouTube, whether you're watching this here on Twitch, we want to know what you guys think. Do you think that the algorithms perhaps are a little bit racist, or do you think it's kind of mud in the face to real racial issues that we suffer from in this country? We're very interested to hear what you guys have to say. So please feel free to give us your input and have a civil discussion within the comments below.